Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bolo bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhav Radhe. Jaya Radha Giridhari Radhe. Jaya Radha Vrindavan Chandra Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra Devi. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे.
Thank you for the steering kirtan, Sindhuri Mataji. That was amazing. Hari Bol. Yeah, thanks to Nimai for the mridangam and Prahlad for the kartal. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the spiritual discourse from the Bhagavad Gita. Our speaker for today is Lalita Mataji. Let's all give her a very warm welcome with Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So Her Grace Lalitangi Radha Devi Dasi Mataji, she's an initiated disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And how she got connected to ISKCON. During her high school, she attended a Bhagavad Gita contest and won a prize to go to Mayapur. This trip transformed her. She got inspired to take up Krishna consciousness. Mataji is an initiated disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of backstory on how she got connected to ISKCON. So when she was in high school, she won a Bhagavad Gita contest and earned a prize for a free trip to Mayapur. And this trip inspired to take up Krishna consciousness. She took up chanting 16 rounds after this, and later she got initiated. Worked as a lecturer. During her college days, she was actively serving ISKCON Coimbatore under His Holiness Bhakti Vinod Maharaj in outreach programs, temple festivals, college programs, and cultural programs. And after her marriage in 2003, she has served many temples and congregations. Can everyone keep quiet, please? Thank you so much. She has served at many temples and congregations, including ISKCON Silicon Valley, ISKCON Santiago in Chile, and she has conducted Bhakti Vrikshas in Spanish. She has conducted Bhakti Vrikshas in Manchester, UK, and India. And from 2013, she has been living and serving in Charlotte, North Carolina, in the U.S., with her husband and 2 kids. She has been active in conducting Bhakti Vrikshas, kids class, book distribution, and outreach programs. Aside from this, I believe there isn't a single soul in ISKCON of Charlotte that hasn't been touched by Mataji's grace. She truly is an exemplary devotee and Vaishnava. I learn from her every day, and I think all of you as well do. So thank you so much, Shalita Mataji, for giving us class today. Hari Bol. Okay. And a little side note from this, we have the 2026 art calendars. Everyone, you can see here. They're $5, right, Babaji? Yeah. They're $5 a piece, and they have very, very nice artwork, which is award-winning, actually. So we have a stack of them here, and you can get them after the program.
Yeah. I'll get it. You can sit there. So, Hare Krishna. So, please come forward. All Prabhujis this side. Okay, you can go this side. All Matajis can sit this side. So, but please come forward as like Aishwarya's. Okay. Keep forward. Keep coming.
Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. My humble pranams to all of you. So we'll begin with the kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना जमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि Okay, so thank you all for coming today. So we will start with prayers. You can also recite. Yeah, but first let's go to the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripatamaham vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Harihi Om Tat Sat. So we will recite the verse that was given today for discussion. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from chapter 2, text 17. Avinashitu tadviddhi Yena sarvam idam tatam Vinasham avyayasyasya Na kaschit kartum arhati. Anybody would like to recite? Avinashitu tadviddhi Yena sarvam nidam tatam Vinasham avyayasyasya Na kaschit kartum arhati. Avinashitu tadviddhi Yena sarvam idam tatam Vinasham avyayasyasya Na kaschit kartum arhati. Avinashitu tadviddhi Yena sarvam idam tatam Vinasham avyayasyasya Na kaschit kartum arhati. Okay, we'll do the synonyms. Anybody would like to read the synonyms? Oh, Mataji, it was there, na?
Yeah. So
You
Mataji told me.
Who? It's okay, Bhagavan doesn't have. You can put there. No problem. No. We don't have a garland for Krishna. You can keep it there. Okay, let's do the synonyms. Avinashi, imperishable. Tu, but. Tat, that. Vidhi, know it. Ena, by whom. Sarvam, all of the body. Idam, this. Tatam, pervaded. Vinasham, destruction. Avyayasya, of the imperishable. Asya, of it. Na kaschit, no one. Kartum, to do. Arhati, is able. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. That which pervades the entire body, you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. We can take turns to do the purport. Maybe I'll do the first paragraph. This verse more clearly explains the real nature of the soul, which is spread all over the body. Anyone can understand what is spread all over the body. It is consciousness. Everyone is conscious of the pains and pleasures of the body in part or as a whole. This spreading of consciousness is limited within one's own body. The pains and pleasures of one body are unknown to another. Therefore, each and every body is the embodiment of an individual soul, and the symptom of the soul's presence is perceived as individual consciousness. This soul is described as 1/10,000th part of the upper portion of the hair point in size. The Svetashvatara Upanishad 5.9 confirms this. Would anyone like to continue?
बालाग्रशतभागस्य शतभाग कल्पितस्य च भागो जीवः स विज्ञेयः स चानन्त्याय कल्पते. When the upper point of a hair is divided into 100 parts, and again each of such parts is further divided into 100 parts, each such part is the measurement of the dimension of the spirit soul. Similarly, the same version is stated. Keshagrashatabhagasya satamshasatrishamakah jivaha sukshma swarupoyam sankhyaayati tohi chitkanah. There are innumerable particles of spiritual atoms which are measured as 1/10,000th of the upper portion of the hair.
Therefore, the individual particle of spirit soul is a spiritual atom smaller than the material atoms, and such atoms are innumerable. This very small spiritual spark is the basic principle of the material body, and the influence of such a spiritual spark is spread all over the body as the influence of the active principle of some medicine spreads throughout the body. And this current of the spirit soul is felt all over the body as consciousness, and that is the proof of the presence of the soul. Any layman can understand that the material body minus consciousness is a dead body, and this consciousness cannot be revived in the body by any means of material administration. Therefore, consciousness is not due to any amount of material combination, but to the spirit soul. In the Mundaka Upanishad 3.1.9, the measurement of the atomic spirit soul is further explained. Eshonuratma chetasa veditavyo yasmin prana panchadha samdivesha pranaishchittam sarvamutam prajana yasmin vishuddhe vibhavatyesha atma. The soul is atomic in size and can be perceived by perfect intelligence. This atomic soul is floating in the 5 kinds of air: prana, apana, dhyana, samana, and udana. Is situated within the heart and spreads its influence all over the body of the embodied living entities. When the soul is purified from the contaminations of the 5 kinds of material air, its spiritual influence is exhibited.
The Hatha Yoga system is meant for controlling the 5 kinds of air encircling the pure soul by different kinds of sitting postures, not for any material profit, but for liberation of the minute soul from the entanglement of material atmosphere. So the constitution of the atomic soul is admitted in all Vedic literatures, and it is also actually felt in the practical experience of any sane man. Only the insane man can think of this atomic soul in its all-pervading Vishnu Tattva. The influence of the atomic soul can be spread all over a particular body. According to the Mundaka Upanishad, this atomic soul is situated in the heart of every living entity, and because the measurement of the atomic soul is beyond the power of appreciation of the material scientists, some of them assert foolishly that there is no soul. The individual atomic soul is definitely there in the heart along with the super soul, and thus all the energies of bodily movement are emanating from this part of the body. The corpuscles which carry the oxygen from the lungs gather energy from the soul. When the soul passes away from this position, the activity of the blood generating fusion ceases. Medical science accepts the importance of the red corpuscles, but it cannot ascertain that the source of the energy is the soul. Medical science, however, does admit that the heart is the seat of all energies of the body. Such atomic particles of the spirit whole are compared to sunshine molecules. In the sunshine, there are innumerable radiant molecules. Similarly, the fragmental parts of the Supreme Lord are atomic sparks of the rays of the Supreme Lord, called by the name Prabha, or superior energy. So wherever one follows So whether one follows Vedic knowledge or modern science, one cannot deny the existence of the spirit soul in the body. And the science of the soul is explicitly described in the Bhagavad Gita by the personality of Godhead himself.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So isn't this a mind-blowing purport? Right? So many references. And Srila Prabhupada is talking about the soul. Right? Krishna is talking about the soul. So coming to the context of this, it is in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So why is Krishna talking about the soul to Arjuna?
Because he is going to die, that's what he is doing. Sir, he is going to kill someone. He is going to kill his brothers and sisters.
Yeah. So he had to kill his brothers and his relatives who were on the battlefield, and his duty was to fight. So he was like panicky, like a surgeon who had to operate on his own immediate family member. Right? So there is some connection in there. So Arjuna is reluctant. Whether should I do this? Whether it is proper for me to do this, kill my own relatives, and for what? For to be ruling a kingdom, should I do this? But Krishna called him indirectly. I didn't expect this from you, Arjuna. After long arguments of Arjuna that why he shouldn't be fighting, what did Krishna tell him? You are talking like a very... Before that, he said that, I'm surprised that you are talking this, Arjuna. How come you are weak-hearted like this? And then this kind of impotence I have not seen in you. So he's using two strong words. So Arjuna was magnanimous and he was thinking about everybody's welfare, and he was a bit taken aback. And at that time he said, how can I kill my own grandfather and guru? So indirectly he is asking Krishna, would you kill Ugrasena, your grandfather, and your teacher Sandipani Muni? So that was the main problem for him, right? So let them rule. If my teacher wants the kingdom, I am supposed to give that to them. But then when Krishna said this, he started thinking, I have to fight this war also, because for that I have come here. So it's a dharma yuddha. So he's not able to, he's torn apart. So Chaitanya Charan Prabhu gives this example that in a medical warfare, if two patients come, both seriously ill, to a doctor, and the doctor can operate only on one person at a given time, knowing well the fact that the other person whom he's not going to attend to may not live, and this person whom he is operating also may live or may not live. So he's responsible for the two lives. So he has inner guilt and responsibility and so many things. He's overwhelmed. So Prabhu says, multiply this 1,000 times. That was the predicament of Arjuna. Whether should I fight this war at the cost of me killing my own kinsmen, which whether that's a proper example for me to do or not, I don't know. Or if I don't fight the war, definitely the Kauravas will be continuing to rule. And what happened in the Kauravas army, even their own sister, Draupadi was humiliated. So what is the fate of all these citizens at the hands of such a ruler again? So he's torn between both. More than whether he wanted to fight or not, he's asking, according to dharma, which I should do. That was his question. And he decided that if I keep on contemplating like this in my mind and giving arguments to Krishna, it's not going to work. I'm not finding a solution for this. So what did he do?
Surrender.
Yeah, he said, "You are my spiritual master. Now you tell me what is good for me. I surrender unto you." Many times we feel if someone else can take the decision for us, we'll be very happy. So he said that, "I shishyasteham shadi mam tvam prapannam." Then Krishna said that you are talking so learned things, you gave me so much arguments, but it looks like you forgot the very basic principle. And then he starts telling about the soul and the body. And Srila Prabhupada says that in this sloka, especially, he is giving a proof of the presence of the soul. So Krishna first said, "O Arjuna, neither me, nor you, nor any of these kings who are standing here will cease to exist. We have all existed in the past. We are now existing in the present. We will continue to exist in the future." So Arjuna was startled because Arjuna was thinking everybody is going to die and I am the reason for it. Then Krishna said the famous shloka, "Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati." We all have to get it memorized. This shloka. First Krishna is saying. So it's very important shloka. So he's saying, see, in this life only, you are passing from babyhood to boyhood to youth. So what is changing is the external appearance, but you, the person, remain the same, right? Will anyone say that at 50 years somebody looks very different from what he was born, so he's a different person? No, it's the same person. But what is changing? Or what has changed? The physical appearance, right? That is stula sharira, gross body, and also the subtle body, mind, intelligence, and false ego. According, see, these kids, it's hard for them to sit here and listen because their mind is filled with something else so nice, right? And when they grow up, one of them will be here, sitting and talking, right? So as the body grows, the subtle body also changes accordingly, but the person inside remains changeless. So Krishna is revealing this great knowledge. Then what is the proof that he says that there is a person in the body? The soul is in the body. We can't see the soul. Can we? If somebody is passing away, can you see the soul passing out of the body? Or during conception, we don't see the soul entering. So how can we believe that the soul is present while living? From the first paragraph. Consciousness. And what example Prabhupada is giving here? Pain and pleasure, right? I can empathize with somebody else's pain, but can I feel the pain? So my consciousness is within my body, and everybody's consciousness is limited to their own body. So that is individual consciousness. Throughout all these shlokas, Prabhupada is making very clear that the individual soul is different from the super soul. Because super soul means what's the difference with respect to consciousness of the individual soul and the super soul? Super soul is also called as Paramatma. Have you all heard? So Paramatma where is Paramatma situated? In the heart. In whose heart? Everyone's heart, right? In the heart of even the plants. Do you think Paramatma is situated? Yeah. Anything living. That means a soul is present with individual consciousness, and Paramatma is also there with supreme consciousness. So people generally, there is a misconception if you generally read spiritual books and other translations of Bhagavad Gita, they say the supreme consciousness has become individual and is spread in everyone's body. But that cannot be true because the supreme cannot be covered by ignorance. And the supreme consciousness is present in everyone's heart and is conscious of every single thing. But individual consciousness, we are conscious only of, we are limited. Supreme consciousness or Paramatma is unlimited. So what are the two Upanishads that he gives, he quotes here? About the size of the soul. What is the size of the soul?
10,000
Tip of the hair. 1/10,000th of the tip of the hair. So someone asked this question that there are powerful microscopes. Who can see this? Which can see this? 1/10,000th of the part of the tip of the hair. Then why they can't see the soul?
The soul is on a different plane from our physical body, so we can't see it with our physical senses.
Exactly, right. Soul is not material, doesn't occupy material space. Something that occupies material space you can see. We all have mind. Everybody is sure? We have mind, right? Right, where is the mind located?
in the heart.
That's what Governor Raj Prabhu said, like a
There in few purposes also.
like a bubble, right? But if you do the open heart surgery and you see, you can't find the mind, right? Because mind is subtle matter. There is earth element gives the form, then water, it has no form but it can be put in a container. Fire cannot be put in a container but can be seen, and air cannot be seen but can be felt, and more subtler than is ether, space. It's subtler than air, and mind is subtler than the space or akasha. So, but still mind is part of the material body. Mind is an instrument, a tool. So soul is completely spiritual and doesn't occupy material space, so we can't see the soul. So just because we can't see the soul, can someone say that soul is not present? If someone says, what would be your answer?
It is present.
Hmm?
It is present.
Yeah, but how? How do we know? How do we prove?
It is what is giving you life. Like if we see what the difference is between a living person and a live person and a dead person, the difference is the energy that is there, and the source of that energy that is the little spiritual spot, which is the soul.
Wonderful. So the living body, he says that any layman can understand that the material body minus consciousness is a dead body. Okay. And this consciousness cannot be revived in the body by any means of material administration. That's the point. Even a dead grass or a plant that is dead, can we inject some, plant food, chemicals and bring it back to life? You see the lawn, dead grass, we need to pay and again get the seed. And so science is so advanced, why can't we find something to inject the consciousness into the dead grass? Even a dead grass cannot come back to life, because that is presence of the soul. The soul goes out, then only when the soul comes back in, there is consciousness. This happened in Srimad Bhagavatam. There was a king called Chitraketu. You're going to do the drama of Chitraketu?
I don't think they have enough people.
Okay. So Chitraketu was a king and he didn't have child for a very long time. So Narada Muni, came and gave him spiritual knowledge. But at that time, Chitraketu said, all I want is a child now. Then he blessed him with a child. And the child was born and he grew, and the queen who bore him, the child became favorite of the king. The king started spending more time with the queen. So what happened to the other queens? If the king spends time with one queen, the other queens will be happy, you think? So they were jealous, yeah. So what did they do? Yeah. Yeah, you see, they didn't consider the happiness of the king, who mattered to them the most. That's the disease of jealousy. We hurt ourselves more and hurt the loved ones. So they said that they poisoned the child to death, and then the king is so lamenting, queen is lamenting, and these people are also feeling bad. Why did we do this? But there's no point of reversal. At that time, Narada Muni came, and then Narada Muni, by his mystic power, he brought back the soul into the body of the child, and the child got up. Immediately Chitraketu went to hug the child, and the child said, did the child call out, Daddy, Mummy? The child said, who are you? He couldn't recognize. Just he passed out few minutes back. Then he said, I am your father and mother, Chitraketu said. Then, which father and which mother of which life? This is a question. It's in the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, he brought back the soul into the body, but still it cannot gel. Cannot, once gone is gone. But the point is, we don't collect the currency that we can use on our spiritual journey upward, right? So even though these things we know, but we end up spending a lot of time in things that we are going to forget. So that's the thing. So any amount of material administration cannot bring back the consciousness in the body. And then Krishna, here Prabhupada is saying, there is one example. How is the consciousness spread all over the body? What's the example here? Yeah. Right. When we have some problem, then we take a medicine, and the active principle of the medicine spreads throughout the body. So like that way, although the soul is so minute, 1/10,000th of the tip of the hair, the consciousness is spreading throughout the body until life is there. So again, Prabhupada is giving here that what medical science agrees that the heart is the seat of all energies, right? Whatever happens, heart is taken into account very, very seriously. And also if someone loves someone and gives a card of love, would they say, you are my lungs, you are my kidney, no, you are my heart? We all know, emotionally, physically, and also psychologically, all are springing from the heart. So here he says that when the soul passes away from this position, the activity of the blood generating fusion ceases. Medical science accepts the importance of the red corpuscles, but it cannot ascertain that the source of the energy is the soul. Medical science, however, does admit that the heart is the seat of all energies of the body. So that's how this, Prabhupada gives references from the other Upanishads, explains what Krishna is saying, and for us to practically understand from the modern viewpoint also. So Krishna says about the soul for 30 shlokas in Bhagavad Gita in the 2nd chapter. After 30 shlokas in the 2nd chapter, what does he say? That I have explained so far to you analytically. Now I am going to explain to you with respect to how we can, what is the practical application of this, right? And why should this knowledge be given? So this is not, I mean, it's one thing theoretically at least to understand that I am the living force within my body. But with that in mind, how are we going to live our life, and how is this knowledge is going to solve Arjuna's problem? So how do we? How do it?
Down arrow, right arrow. Escape.
Okay. So why we need to understand? Because it's important to understand our identity. When you get a job, first thing what they give you is an ID card. Okay, all your duties, your pay, salary, and everything in the office depends on your identity. So we come inside the world and we have this extreme privilege as human beings to know our true identity. And if we miss knowing this, what is our true identity, then the Shastras are calling us a miserly person. Miser is someone who has a great amount of wealth, but neither he would use it nor he would let others to use it. So as a human being, we have the privilege to know this, and so we have to spend time to understand our true identity, and that identity gives us the purpose of human life. And we are so, I mean, there are questions, right? When something terrible happens in this world, generally what people ask, is God there? How he can watch this and let this happen? Either in the world or to us. Something, terrible happens to us. We also will say what? Why are you doing, why me? But when we are good and happy and we don't ask why me. Right? Especially when you go out of US to the borders, Mexico, Canada, you see thousands and millions of people want to come in here. We are here and then we don't ask Krishna, why me? We are here. We are enjoying all the luxury. Yeah, so it gives an reason, not just blind reason, but with proper scientifically reasoning to what is the goal in life and how to end suffering and fear and how to be happy in this material life, which is like impossible. Material life is a sine wave. Do you agree? Or the life is so nice, calm and quiet, like this? No. Ups and downs. Ups and downs. But Krishna is teaching us an art, how to stay above these ups and downs. So this is very valuable. If we do this, if we learn it is one thing, but learning is mainly applying, right? If we apply this, if we learn to apply this, then we are very fortunate because we don't know how much time is left. None of us know. So given that condition, we have to make sure that we integrate this knowledge and do two types of duties. We have a duty that we are doing now, depending on our body, mother, father, working at home, and then to the immediate family, extended family. That is called Swadharma. But in this Swadharma, we shouldn't forget our eternal duty, Sanatana Dharma. Right? Dharma means something that which is, the dharma means which is intrinsic. For example, dharma of water is what? Liquidity. Dharma of sugar is sweet. Dharma of chili is spicy. If you get a chili which is not spicy, then we say this is not chili. Right. So dharma of a living entity. What do you think it is? Really?
To live, to see all being equal.
Yeah, that's later. But for example, if Satya Prabhu, you are given whatever you wanted, okay, a salary that you would get, say, after 10 years now, a wonderful house, but then you have to live in an island all alone. Or are you okay to whatever is you have now, and even if Lata Mataji fights, you want to be with her, or you want to be alone in an island? Truthfully, you have to answer. Yeah. So the point is, everyone likes to serve. See, this is a point Prabhupada brings it out in introduction of Bhagavad Gita. Right? No, you might be having a faith, a religious faith, say Christian, Muslim, Jew, everyone. But intrinsically, you are a servant, or you do service to others, you take service from others. This is how not only human life, any other, even animals also live in herds, right? So we are all used to give and take service. One can change their faith from Hindu to Muslim to Christian, but that will not change their innate, intrinsic capacity to serve. Ultimately, everyone is serving and taking service. So that is dharma. Dharma is something, if for a living entity, dharma is serving and being served. And Sanatan Dharma means that we serve that is where serve God comes. We serve God even a little bit, He's so much satisfied. Here in the material world, we serve someone so much and they're satisfied little bit. And same is true for us also. Somebody serves us so much, we are not satisfied. Because our tendency to do service is directed, it should be, good to serve the family, to serve the country and everyone. But if the Lord is not in the center, then it is not fulfilling. So the Bhagavad Gita is teaching us how to do Sanatan Dharma in Swadharma. So, how we can dovetail activities. For example, at your work environment. So, is anyone perfectly happy with your work? Whatever you're doing, you're being treated very nicely. They're giving you what you want. No politics. It's like in the spiritual world. Anyone here? No. So there is always this rat race. We see politics going on, and we want recognition. We feel disappointed if someone gets what we want. We want promotion so much, but someone gets it. So a person with a spiritual knowledge, when he works as a matter of duty. He knows how much time he has to spend in that, and he accepts whatever is coming. He is not agitated if someone is getting what I want to get. Because we are cultivating the spiritual knowledge, and we are the person who is with the knowledge of the soul and Bhagavad Gita is happy. His happiness is derived from serving Krishna. Like Sureshwar Shyam Prabhu. Completely, always he's thinking about the temple, how to do that, how to engage everyone, what next to do. So he's absorbed in that. So something up and down in the office, which is always there, will not bother us if we are absorbing ourselves in spiritual activities, in spiritual services. So when we deal with others, okay, this was the question I asked to my teacher also. So Bhagavad Gita says you forgive, you be tolerant, you be humble. Can you guess what question I asked? If I am humble and tolerant,
They will take advantage.
Right? They will run over me. They will, do whatever, exploit me. So in material consciousness, we always base our dealings with how others deal with us. And everyone thinks that. That's the thing. Everyone thinks everyone else is smarter than me. And they are exploiting me. So why should I be humble and forgiving and tolerant like that? But when we are connected to Krishna, we want to cultivate these qualities because we want to please Krishna. It doesn't matter how others deal with us. We want to deal in a way that Krishna is happy with us. I mean, we try, right? I'm not perfect. We are not 100% perfect, but we try. So we are happy inside. So otherwise, if somebody says something, then we carry it out for years and years, even lifetimes. The impressions come. So Chaitanya Charan Prabhu explains that when something happens, and then we are reliving that again and again and again. Somebody says something in anger, but the mind, what does it say? It replays 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. So whatever is said is only 1 second, but the mind is replaying it so much. A mountain is made out of molecule and it drains our energy. But someone who is connected to Krishna, they'll think, okay, everybody makes mistakes, I also make mistake. So I want to please the Lord, and so let us move on. Right? These qualities will develop naturally when we consciously work on it and do service to the Lord, especially starting with chanting the holy names of the Lord. Because what is the first thing the holy names of the Lord does? According to Sikshashtakam, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Cheta is like a dharpan. Chitta, our consciousness is like a mirror. So whatever goes inside the mirror reflects. Right? And the mirror is dusty. So we collect trash from many different places and keep it carefully in our heart. And then the trash is like accumulating and it haunts us. So Krishna is saying, first, come, let's clean your heart. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. When we start chanting the holy names of the Lord, the name of the Lord is non-different from the Lord. We are not purified to see the Lord in person, right? So, but He gives His name. He comes through His name. For the name, there is no qualification whether we are purified or not. But we need to chant it daily, sincerely, even if it's a small amount. That is our offering to the Lord. So when we do that, what happens is the mind is cleansed. And when it comes to our own wealth, right? Generally, when we spend so much money, we say that, we are saving for college of my children and then marriage of my children and then that we don't crib much. But when we ask someone, please donate something for Krishna, it's like with great pain. Me, including me, I have to give $100 for Krishna. It's like we think that we are doing a great sacrifice out of our way, right? But when we understand how Krishna is Paramatma in everyone's heart and is coming with us life after life after life. This life whom we are with, we don't know whether they'll come next life. And the last life whom we were with, do anyone remember now? Thank God we forgot. Otherwise we'll be in trouble. So we identify ourselves that who I belong to the Lord, and it is so rewarding to do something to the Lord. That means we are doing for ourselves. The Shastras say, if we are using some money selflessly, even for charity or helping others, that means you are putting the money in your own bank account for the next lifetime to use. Everything else we use for ourselves and our family is gone. But something that we use for charity for others is what the real thing that it's going to come with us. But that wealth which is going to serve the Lord, you can imagine how much spiritual benefit it will get, right? Krishna is telling, if you come one step towards me, I come 10 steps towards you. And it is Balaji's, Tirupati Balaji's promise also. If you put me in Hundial, whatever you put donation, 20 times he gives back. Why there is so much rush? People are getting business there. Because he has to pay. He knows that in Kali Yuga, people will not worship God, will worship money. So he has taken us the right spot. But whatever we offer for the Lord's service is going to eternally be with us. So that is the knowledge of someone who is practicing spiritual life and understanding how Krishna is patiently waiting with us. Without expecting anything from return from us, he is serving us, he is loving us. So we tend to develop some gratefulness towards him. So coming to the family, right, we are attached to our own family because they are extensions of our body. Something that happens to my son, being practical, I am so much affected than something that's going to happen to my neighbor's son. I will empathize, but I will not be shaken, right? But when Krishna comes inside the family, it is not that when we follow spiritual path, we have to give up the family or be indifferent to them. That's what I thought Bhagavad Gita said before I read this. That's what even all the movies and everything showed. Oh, Bhagavad Gita, then you will become a sannyasi. No. Krishna is telling, you don't need to become a sannyasi, but I will become one of your family member. So when he is coming in the center, then we all develop real relationship with each other. With Krishna in the center, we learn how to serve the Lord. So the affection increases and you'll see really fights decrease. Why? Because we all have our chanting rounds to do. We will say, first let me finish this and then we'll have argument. But by the time we chant, our heart melts. I have experienced this. I will think, okay, I want to argue with you this. But once I chant, Krishna shows me, you're a fool. You're so ungrateful. See what you're thinking. Then we'll give up that idea of argument at all. So that's how Krishna consciousness comes in the center of the family. And desire. We always have so much desire to serve ourselves. But when we root that in Krishna, we want to serve Krishna and then we are eager for services always. Then we don't no longer crib. Oh, I am the only one serving. Why this Mataji is not serving? Why every time I have to bring the tough item for Bhakti Vriksha? The others are bringing easy items, raita and fruits. We won't ask like that. We will say, I want to bring this. Why? Because Krishna is watching. We want eager to do more and more and more because he is unlimited. He is giving us the capacity. As long as we can do, only we can do. We don't know how long we'll be capable of doing any service to the Lord. So, we are eager to grab the opportunity for service. And all the anarthas slowly is wiped away because Krishna is a magic man inside. We realize that we don't know what to do about my lust, anger and greed. But like Arjuna, when we submit to Krishna honestly, I want to be a good devotee, but right now I am not. Please engage me in your service. By chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The anarthas in the heart is cleansed. And so we fill our days with this. So chanting with a little bit of feeling at least, as much as possible to please the Lord. The Lord is non-different from his names. It is like we are in the dark well. And Krishna is up there, we cannot even see. But he is putting a rope inside. The rope is his holy name. What we should do? We should grab the rope. Will we think, okay, one day I will grab the rope, the other day I leave and fall down? No. This holy name is like is like a great gift, and we are greatly fortunate to have this. So with utmost seriousness, we should grab the chanting habit every day. And we offer something to the Lord, cook for the pleasure of the Lord. And if we don't hear and read, then everything will become ritual, because we tend to forget. So someone was asking me, oh, you have, you're doing Bhagavad Gita courses so many times, you know Bhagavad Gita. Honestly, only he knows how tensed I am. Honestly, everything evaporates. I have to study every time. Because we tend to forget, and also Krishna's spiritual knowledge is like that. We can never have a grab of that. Oh, I know this. Oh, I know that. No. That's why every day we have to remind ourselves, hearing and reading, chanting and prasadam, and some practical service in the association of devotees. So we will thank you all very much, and we are very grateful to Srila Prabhupada for explaining this so nicely, making a society where everyone from all walks of life can come together, serve the Lord together, and we can be happy and peaceful even in this life, and then we can choose our next life so that we don't need to take birth, again become deceased, old, and again die. So we can choose a spiritual birth. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay, so anybody has any questions, any reflections? They're great devotees. Please share, Prabhuji, if you have any points.
I have one question, Mataji. I heard this, but I don't know the answers I'm asking you. So, we heard this, the size of the soul is 1/10,000th of the tip of the hair. So that is material size and spiritual is basically cannot compare. So how come they are comparing hair and the size of the soul? One is material, one is spiritual.
Yeah.
So the sizes actually they're not cannot compare, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. So that is one question.
Chaitanya Sharan Prabhu answers this in the Spiritual Scientist blog. Someone had asked him this. Then he said that that comparison is to basically show that soul is immeasurable. The Puranas are giving a comparison to show that actually Anoraniyan is the smallest of the smallest atom. So that's what I heard. That's why even with a powerful microscope, there are microscopes which can see 1/10,000th of the tip of the hair, but still we cannot see because that, like Chitraketu had so many thousands of wives. It comes, right? So then someone asked, how is it possible for him? So sometimes Shastras say that to, not exactly the count, to say many. So it is said like that because it's a Pauranika recitation. So Prabhuji was mentioning this, that it is to tell us that soul is immeasurable and is smaller than the size of the material atom, is what I know.
Can I share the way I at least understood is, so just like how we have a Vigraham, right, and though God is not in a material form, but it helps us visualize that. I think the way I interpret it is to help us easily visualize. I think we know that small hair is already so small, and 1/10,000th of it, at least we can at least imagine and visualize how subtle it will be, right? So I take it more in that spirit rather than the actual comparison itself.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. That helps. Yeah. Any reflections? Any other? Mataji, would you like to say something? Mataji has done the course in Mayapur. She's a teacher.
It's beautiful presentation. I really like the application part. So many points are there.
Yeah, that was done by my Prabhu. So he thought through it. Thank you, everyone. So if there are no questions, then we'll go to the next part of the announcements. Yeah.
That's okay. I'll excuse Prabhu. One example, one person attending Prabhuji's Bhagavad Gita reading class, he came up to us and said, I'll donate for the temple. So thank you Mataji for such a nice class. So two things, I'll give temple updates and future programs. So today the summary of the class is service. Yes or no? Yes. So this temple manifestation is there to serve. Serve with our physical body, mental body, with our Lakshmi, helping others, right? So with that in mind, people were asking why you are building another ISKCON temple, there are other 10 temples, So this is a serious question. If you see, ISKCON is famous for Kirtan. ISKCON is famous for books. Mataji was reading from the book, right? And ISKCON is famous for very nice Shringar. You go any to ISKCON temple, so it has unique qualities. And we have to, yeah, that's another, definitely, prasadam. So how can, our asset, how can I distribute? This is our asset, to distribute to complete greater Charlotte area. And it has been, before I forget, we have two barcodes. One is ISKCON of Charlotte Temple Update barcode. If you are not there in the temple group, please, before you leave today, please be there. It is like a fast flight journey. You will see so nice updates, so much things going on. Right? So quick update is, this week we put mailbox on the property. So it is like the child, we want to do, physical, practical, aspects. We know it, how to put it on the ground, how to put it on the paper. Sometimes you get nicely also. But the child, was born last year, Feb. That is like we bought the land. The land is got permission to use as a religious organization. So those were two important milestones last year. Now, how happy you will feel, the child starts flipping over, the child starts crawling, the child starts walking. This is the year, like after a year, right? All this happens. So this is the year that, so many things will happen, and next year we are thinking, we'll land the flight. So the takeoff, journey and landing. So many things. This will be a very, very critical year for the project. So lot of land development plans, because everything will be scrutinized, they will see very scrutinizingly, right? All those plans should be approved. We are targeting like at least 400 car parking. The biggest car parking you can think of in North Carolina, any religious organization, right? So those plans have to be approved, permitted, and then work will start. So this year, mostly, if you see the land, please now, if whenever you want, you can keep visiting us, visit the land. It is a good show and tell. You donated last year, for the last 2 years now, what did you do? So come, please see. Last year we did 25 truckloads of cleanup. 25 truckloads. So we are still keep doing, and it's very accelerating, exciting, okay, what is next, right? And good thing is everybody is helping. That's the beauty. Everybody donated, everybody helped, but I'm still $2 million debt. So we spent 800K to buy the land, get it rezoned, get it survey. The raw material is there, right? Now another $2 million for us to have our real Sankirtan Yajna place. So the journey is continuing. Please, if you are not there in the group, join the group. And like the class was saying about service, right? All generations of people, you call Gen X, Gen Y, Millennial, what is the new one? Alpha. Every person you can think of will have services to do. We'll have nice plant, flower, fruit, vegetable, and decoration trees. I'm making a document what grows here in this cold climate. And when I talk to people, I'm writing it down. Believe me, I can show my notes. I'm writing it down. And the trees, there are, let me ask you one question. Which tree, which fruit or which vegetable doesn't mature on the tree? It ripens only after you cut it. Avocado. Right, this is what I learned during my California vacation. Believe me, so it is, doesn't matter what interest you have, how you can implement that interest here is a question. We need people with any voluntary service you can do. And one more good question I had. Yeah, it's not, I didn't say Prabhuji, so I will refer my notes. And good thing, I am learning a lot. Everything I am documenting and I am writing it down. So one more, rosemary, right? We all know rosemary. So if you plant rosemary, it is a natural mosquito repellent. Anybody disagree? You learn something new. So I made so much notes just for fruit and flower trees. So the list will go on, and so it is interesting. That's what I meant. If you have any friend who is in this area and would like to help us, we can sit down with him and he can help us. So like that, the journey is going on and on. Please spread this word. And like I said, right, we'll have all these trees. We want the children to touch the soil. We want them, we have tide anyway at home, so we don't need to worry. So we want the kids to touch the soil, the Bhumi Devi. It is a self-healing medicine. So like that, we'll have half an acre or 1/4 acre. Already we are fighting for land. We bought 10 acres, is not sufficient. So all that said, please help, serve whatever you can. We have nice flyers. We have our take few, read the flyer, let us know if any mistakes. We'll update in the next version. But we have a very, very clear plan, and mostly 2027 Janmashtami, we are planning to do it on our temple land. And that's a target. So please, you all help in whatever way, passion you can. Without dates, nothing happens. So we have strong deadlines. We are working more than in office, frankly speaking. If somebody doesn't do their work, I have only one option: catch their feet. Say, what can I think, what can we do? Nothing, it's a service. In service, now I'm thinking, how can I request this person? How can I ask the same question in a different way to make him do the work? Because, if you are lazy for, that's what we saw, right? We don't want to be lazy for Krishna. All those things should go out, right? That's what's happening, How can, my hair is already gone, how can we make things, this is all for the Lord only, it's nothing, anything, any questions you have, anything you have, that's why we keep spending money. We don't want to keep money. When money is stagnant, it impacts the mind. So whatever Lakshmi you get, so please, we'll keep spending, we'll keep showing progress. I'll quickly check my notes. I made some notes to talk today. So, yeah. So one thing, please come, visit the land. See, it's very, if you walk inside, we all walked inside. It is like walking in the forest. Really, we have a 10-minute walk inside. It's like walking in the forest. And we'll have a lot of voluntary hours starting March. When the weather picks up, we'll have a lot of voluntary hours, which is a real service. And then, this is pretty much it. Now we'll move to, please join the temple barcode. We have two important updates. One is our a guest speaker coming on 26th and 27th. Please don't miss attending that program on 26th, Monday, and 27th. Weekends we have work. Weekdays we are free in the evenings. So that's the reason we have to put it on Monday and Tuesday. So please attend. We'll send all the details. Tuesday, Wednesday?
No, Monday, Tuesday.
I checked.
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. So Monday, Tuesday, please attend. You will really appreciate. And we were giving Bhagavad Gita during New Year program. They said, I have it. Oh, you have it. Like now how to build, he has it. He has taken first step. But how to build affection for that book? Then we opened our weapon. We have a 18-day course that Mataji is teaching, and every day I am attending without fail. And Mataji told, don't do any other thing, just sit down. That's it. Teacher told, student has to listen. Sit, and it's a very, very nice. If you are not attending, from the middle also you can attend. Like we are in chapter 6 completed, we are in chapter 7. It's very, very nice revision, and I hope the contagious thing is I want to attend again. That's the problem. Okay, so first program, 26th, 27th, and we all know, right, we have to do some austerity, right? Austerity, the Lord recommends in 17th chapter, Mataji? Yes, 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Lord recommends austerity is our own willfulness to do something difficult, right? So we have MLK parade on a chilly day. It's a very chilly day, and we have MLK parade. So please button up as much you can. And what did Mataji say? She said, holy name of the Lords are very, very, if we can recite, right? We are taking so much pain. So it will be in the main downtown. Downtown main street is Trajan Street. That's where we do our Ratha Yatra. So it will start. It is just for 30-40 minutes. So we'll have Sankirtan parade. Right? We'll be chanting the holy names of the Lord for 40 minutes before and sometime before and after. It's mostly, you know, right? It's a MLK parade. So which day it is, Prabhu?
Monday, Saturday.
Saturday, 17th. Right? Please attend that parade. It's a chilly day, and it is in the morning, 7:30 hour time. Yeah. So please come. But once you start chanting and acclimatize to the weather, you will not feel it. So please attend the MLK parade in Uptown on the main Trajan Street, and then please attend the program on 26th and 27th, and please have site visits to see how the land is evolving. And it is very rare opportunity. If you see, it's once in many lifetimes you will see a temple building from scratch, from ground zero. We have ISKCON authority. We were searching for land for 3 years. We sent him so much information. Rejected. Every time it was rejected. He said there should be nothing on the land. Start from scratch. That means, you are putting your own garden, you are putting your own seed, you are putting water, you are taking care of weeds, and then a flower nicely grows, you can offer it to the Lord. It is all our pain, and how happy you will be. And if there is an existing structure, you have to melt it so much, renovate it so much, and you end up spending more money, and still it is restricted. Okay, so please take some flyers, please attend the upcoming programs, and please join our temple update WhatsApp group. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Just 2 other points. One is we are also participating in the Bhagavad Gita Marathon. Overall global goal is 5 million Bhagavad Gitas to be distributed during the marathon of December and first week of January. And for ISKCON of Charlotte, we are taking a goal of 500, and we are 477. We just need 1 box of Bhagavad Gita, because we place them in retirement homes, hospitals, hospices, wherever they need it. So anybody wants to sponsor, which is that's closing the pledge for this case. It's $200 for a box, and let us 24 Bhagavad Gitas. That will make us 500, because we are still distributing to a lot of those people who are in need, like libraries. We kept school libraries, many places where they are in need. And probably didn't talk about in the temple. We said $2 million. We are actually going to take a mortgage loan for building the temple. So anybody wants to contribute, you can do a monthly contribution of whatever, like $1 a day, $2 a day, something, which will help us to show the bank that we are actually getting Currently, we are getting close to 7,000, but we need like $15,000 a month to take a $2 million mortgage. So that's a practical service if any of you want to do. I know many of you are already doing, but anybody else wants to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we'll have a Aarti. You all can stand up. And then we'll have Narsim Aarti. You all can sit down. And we have nice art calendars. If anybody has not taken, please take it. It's just $5 donation.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful class by Lalita Mataji and a very nice presentation of the temple project by Shireshwar Sham Prabhu. So now we'll proceed with Gaur Aarti. The Pujari Seva will be performed by His Grace Nadi Vihari Prabhuji, and the Gaur Aarti will be sung by Monica. Sure.
Shankar. Okay, you had to wait for Shankar. She can start. No, I had to wait. Shankar was like that. Shankar. You had to wait for Shankar. Hello, Muslim. Scary. My dad. Oh, Mataji is not. So I've done the Shankar yet. This is only my second time singing it. It's fine. Just sing it as you know it. Yeah, okay. Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chandir Arati ka shobha Jayo Gaura Chandir Arati ka shobha Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chandir Arati ka shobha Jana vitatavane Jagamana lobha Jana vitatavane Jagamana lobha Mukunda Vasu Gosari Gaya Kiva Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Baje Karatara Kiva Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Baje Karatala Madhura Mridanga Baje Paramarasala Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Madhur 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 Baje Nita Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Bol I know, I'm gonna do that one. Kiva Bahu Koti Chanda Jini Vadana Ujara Kiva Bahu Koti Chanda Jini Vadana Ujala Kala Deshe Bana Mala Kore Jhara Mala Shiva Shiva Shukha Narada Preme Gada Gada Shiva Shiva Shukha Narada Preme Gada Gada Bhagati Vinoda Dekhe Gaurara Sampada Bhagati Vinoda Dekhe Bhagati Vinoda Dekhe Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Ka Shobha Janami Tatavane Jagamana Lobha Gaurange Radha gajana manaloga Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasabhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasarine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda What do I do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Gaura Arti ki.
Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Hari.
Prabhuji, you can say Jai Om.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिराजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर से श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिराजकाचार्य भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधाकुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय वृंदावन मधुरा धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय जमुना माई की जय वृंदादेव तुलसी महारानी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज श्री गुरु गण गौरव श्री प्रभु जय
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Monica, for such a lovely Gaur Arati. We're now going to transition to Narsimharti, and Prahlad will sing our Narsimharti. Hari Bol.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladayine Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha Shrilatanka Nakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimha Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade Tava Karakamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadota Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending today's Sunday Feast program. Next, we will have Prasadam. But before that, if anybody coming to this program for the first time, I see quite a few new faces. So if you can raise your hand and introduce yourself, we will pray for you. And anybody coming here for the first time? Mataji? Yeah. Can you tell your name, your family, and where are you from?
Hare Krishna, everyone. So I am from Bangladesh, and yeah, it's first time, and we are really happy to get this environment, and we are looking for this type of environment. Yeah, you know that in Bangladesh and India, especially in Bangladesh, lots of temples in every district, in all over the country. We know almost all these things from our childhood kind of thing. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Your name?
My name is Sharad Barma.
Sharad Verma. And your
My wife is there and my friend is here.
Okay, nice. Thank you so much. And where in Charlotte you are?
Actually, we are working in University of Charlotte.
University of Charlotte. Okay.
Living nearby.
Okay. Please keep coming. We have every Sunday, and we will add you to the group, and you can please keep coming. Thank you so much. Yours?
Hare Krishna. I am from Bangladesh.
Okay.
And I am doing postdoc in ISKCON.
Your name?
Pavan Kumar Das.
Pavan Kumar Das. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And, I see you.
My spouse and my two kids. One is there, another is.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Please get added to the group. We will post on every Sunday, and you can come. And we also have festivals and others. Anybody else? Yeah. Hare Krishna, Maria. Yeah. I know you came for the Bhakti Vriksha, but Sunday program is the first. Welcome, Mataji. Thank you so much. I know you are Maria, right? Yes. Yeah, you can. You can just tell your name.
Okay, where I'm from? So my name is Maria, and I am from here, from Charlotte, and okay, I work in Cabarrus County at Hickory Ridge High School. So yes, the Spanish teacher.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Maria Mataji, for coming. She is Spanish teacher in Hickory Ridge middle school or high school? High school. Okay, so I think some of the students may have their children. Thank you for coming, and everybody else, I think we know them. We are all coming. Please keep coming, and now we'll go to the Prasadam with the most awaited part of the program. Yeah.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
You want to say something? Yes, he announced.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, dear devotees. So we're going to end our Sunday program with the Prasadam prayers. Can we scroll to the top, please? Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmani Vaishnave, Svalpa Punyavatam Rajan, Vishwasho Naiva Jayate, Sharira Avidya Jal, Jodindriya Tahe Kal, Jive Phele Bishaya Sagore, Tar Madhya Jihvati, Lobhamoy Sudurmati, Take Jeta Kathina Samsare, Krishna Barodaya Moy, Kori Bare Jihva Jai, Swaprasadanadi Lobhai, Sayanamrita Pao, Shri Radha Krishna Guna Gao, Preme Dako Shri Chaitanya Nitai, Jai Nimai Jai Nitai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे महाप्रसादम की जय हरि बोल.
Yeah, thank you all. I think Vijit Prabhu is coming second time. Last time you came, but to the north, please welcome Prabhu and Shravan Prabhu, quite a few are there. And Nirmala Mataji and Ravi Shankar Prabhu, I think you have come before, right? To a Sunday program? Yeah, please. Now we'll go to the Prasadam. Prasadam is serving in the dinner area, and we can come back here.
That was your calendars?
I have more.
You have more?
Okay.
That Prabhu took 4, 6.
I have a box. I'll get it.
How much you left?
Some 20, 25 will be left. I'll give some to you.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you can get a few. I'll get now.